Scripture directly commands that we uphold justice for all images of God. Genesis chapter 9 verse 6 prohibits murder on the basis that all human beings are created in God's image. And James chapter 3 verse 9 prohibits cursing other people for the same reason. We can also see the importance of upholding justice by looking at God's kingdom. When God appointed humanity to build His kingdom, He commanded us to keep His covenant law and to apply that law fairly and justly. One of the best ways to see that our role as God's servant kings obligates us to preserve justice is to look at what Scripture says about good kings. For instance, in 2 Chronicles chapter 9 verse 8, the Queen of Sheba offered this praise of King Solomon. "Praise be to the Lord your God, who has delighted in you and placed you on His throne as king to rule for the Lord your God. Because of the love of your God for Israel and His desire to uphold them forever, He has made you king over them, to maintain justice and righteousness." The Queen of Sheba rightly said that good kings rule for the Lord. That is, they administer the authority He has delegated to them, and they use this authority to maintain justice and righteousness. Because all human beings share a similar role to Solomon's, we also share the responsibility of maintaining justice for our fellow human beings. We find the same kind of language about justice in Isaiah's description of the coming Messiah or Christ, the ultimate king over God's earthly kingdom, whom we now know to be Jesus. According to Isaiah chapter 42 verses 1 through 4, He will bring justice to the nations. In faithfulness, He will bring forth justice. He will not falter or be discouraged till He establishes justice on earth. In His law, the islands will put their hope. As the examples of Solomon and Jesus show, preserving justice for all humanity is an important part of our role as God's images.